Hi, everyone. I just wanted to introduce this section because we're going to be talking about some progress trackers. And in our learning environment, I think that we can agree on a couple of things. First of all, I think we can agree that it's really hard in the remote learning environment, and to a lesser extent, but even so in the blended learning environment, where students are in their learning, because all those things that we do naturally in the face to face environment, where we check in with kids, see where they are, that's so easy and quick to do in the classroom, but it just isn't that as easy and as quick in the remote learning classroom. So that's something that I think everybody can agree that's a difficult thing in the non face to face environment. And I think we can probably all agree that giving students an individual project tracker or progress tracker, and then having a teacher one that shows everybody where everybody is would be really valuable and useful. And I'm going to put together a unit that hopefully will allow you to create one of those teacher ones based on your students and make it streamlined enough that it's useful to you. So I think we can are pretty much all in agreement in those areas. But I think the one that thing about this modern classroom project that I consider to be the most controversial, which would be a good one, is the public class project tracker and progress tracker. And you're going to see that in the next two assignments where they use it very, very liberally. And I wanted you to be aware of it because they're going to talk about its role in later on in motivation for students to see that they're falling behind and that they need to catch up. Um, and a little bit of peer pressure, but also as a support for students, because if they're behind but they see that they have a friend or a classmate they're comfortable with who's ahead, then they can, and they're stuck and the teacher is doing something else, then they can reach out to that student for support. So they are going to use it a lot. He does say in one of the web pages that you know your students and your environment best. So if you don't feel comfortable using a public class tracker, then don't do that. And I'm not going to speak for anybody. It's completely your decision. But we have a pretty tough environment, and I would think that that would not be something that would go over well in the parent community. So we're going to talk about it. We're going to learn about it. Whether you choose to use it or not is totally up to you. And I would probably say I would be a little hesitant to use it myself. So I just wanted to let you know that, but I needed to show you this so that things later in the course would make sense to you. So I hope this helpful.